Hello. Good to see you.
All right there, Revenants. Welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today, the exciting thing is that in the parking deck here, the Ruined City Center, you actually pick up the Zweihander, which everybody probably knows about at this point. So we're going to run this thing. I do not run this thing kind of out of principle. Just as on an average kind of a run, I usually never pick up this sword. So just because of the fact that it's completely crazy that it comes stock out of the box at a 96 defense on all defenses, which is absolutely crazy. And the stamina reduction there is at 70, which is also really crazy. And so here's where breaking your mobility limit of the base mobility of the code when we're running cert here, it has quick base mobility, and we're going to break that by going up to normal. And so the cool thing about it is that we can go up to 100 pounds here with the Ivory Grace, and it looks fashionably amazing with us as well. And the cool thing is that because this is a light and dark, both simultaneous blood veil, we should have enough light value to get about 600 added extra to the Zwei, and then also we'll have Louis or Jack along for the ride. Probably Jack, just because he doesn't do much else except good for Fatal Surge, so that should be nice, and then that should help us get double damage on that, which is basically adding whatever our it's not the same exact thing, but it's basically adding 1200 extra to our blood veil just from Bridge to Glory, and then it's doubling this as well. So we're getting about 4300, and then 1200 more is about 5500 or so. And the power of this thing comes in the charge attack and the poke attack. So this attack right here is 155%, and then this attack right here is a 245%. So if we want to double our damage with Fatal Surge, and then we double our damage 2.5 times our damage again with the charge attack, it's just absolutely crazy the amount of damage that this thing can get out with very few buffs. And the cool thing is we will be able to be using Night Stalker along the way here. We can still employ the same trick that we learned last episode about switching blood codes and stuff. If you watched my double codes run, that's kind of the same thing that we're going to be doing here, but not to that super extent. So as we go along here, we're going to need obviously a couple of backstabs here. There we go, we finally got one. And we will then be able to get Jack activated, and we should be on our way to domination. Okay, and typically the poking attack is the one you want to go for, just because of the fact that it is that super increase in your damage. Good, we got a backstab. We didn't really need it, but we'll take it. Then we'll go for the poke, and then we'll go for Jack. And now watch the bodies pile up. Now we went for Swallow Cutter just because of the fact that it's a very fast doubling of our damage, 10,000 right there. Okay, and the poke attack is kind of ridiculous at this point because of how much we've run on ourselves, and so we can just continue to do all of these guys very quick, very clean, and the poke attack is no joke. And if you have time to go for the charge attack, I mean, obviously that's just crazy damage. What was that, 12,000 something? I mean, just absolutely nuts. This guy attacks very fast, but Swallow Cutter is much faster. Okay, we'll just launch him. Now, since Fatal Surge is almost over, it's over. Okay, I was gonna say, maybe we can get her on a launch here, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Okay, now everything is back up off cooldown here, which is very nice. Okay, let's get a parry here, get some Ichor back, and this is how you can start to really seriously feel pretty powerful with these kinds of weapons here. Okay, unfortunate there that we missed the knockdown on her, but oh well. That is completely fine since we have a missile right here and everything, and we should be completely fine. Okay, so that's a lot of fun when you get all of your damage increases all stacked up on top of each other there, and then you apply Fatal Surge, and then you do a poke attack or a swallow cutter or something of the like, and then you can just absolutely start to severely, you know, decimate everything in your path, which is a lot of fun. Okay, and these guys, obviously with Night Stalker, they can't detect you prematurely, and so it is literally a one-on-one fight like all the time, except for these guys that alert each other. Okay, let's get bridge going. Jack can't even kill this guy. Okay, and you see that what are shields? Okay. And typically the standing attack is the worst thing you could do. If you augment any of your attack pattern, the standing attack is the one you do not want to be doing. Typically, now we're going to save Fatal Surge for the invasion here coming up, just so we don't have to worry about that at all. Okay, let's get rid of this guy. Good job, Jack. Okay, gotta get rid of the ninja dude ASAP. Poke this guy. Let's chop him down quick. Alright, now let's see if we can get everybody excited here. Okay. Good. Oh, we're out of stamina. That is very bad. We run out of stamina in that exact moment. Okay. Very good. Alright, let's go for Jack now. So we got 60 seconds on the invasion, so it's time to hack and slash, rip and tear. Alright, here we go. Yes. There we go. Okay, we have not lost bridge yet, so let's go for a poke here. Good. Where is everybody? Poke. Okay, swallow cutter being exceptionally fast, which is awesome. Whoops. Poke the dogs. Poke everybody. Okay, let's go for 20% more damage increase. Oh. Okay, I guess we hit both of them in one attack there. I didn't know if we were actually gonna hit both, so that was a complete luck of the draw there. Alright, so as we continue to pick up our loot and spoils of war here, you can see that, okay, now this is over, so we'll switch, and we're right back to, you know, everything we have here. Excellent. Okay, here we head up this way. Now we should be completely fine to make our way through here, no questions asked or anything, because these guys are going to be, you know, extra simple. Okay, and as you can see, our I-Core recovery is good enough here on the Zwei as is at 1.13 that we don't really have anything too serious to worry about, except these dogs. And if we keep bridge going, because it has such a long duration, we are completely fine to be able to, you know, use it whenever we need to. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I would like that, Jack. Okay, but we just keep jumping all over the place. Oh man, the monkeys. That is one enemy that if I would remove in any way, that would be the one. Okay, and you can see why this weapon just absolutely decimates everything in its path. It really doesn't matter what enemy you're going up against or what's happening or anything, because you're just constantly, you know, destroying everything. And the funny thing is that you actually get it right in this area of the game, right? And so, like, why do we get it here? I don't know. Ouch. But, you know, I'm not going to question it and I'm not going to argue it because I'm perfectly happy to get overpowered gear very, very, very early on, which is very, very nice. Okay. Even though the launch doesn't work, it's fine to take the attack animation when possible. Nope. Nope. Can't hit him through the wall, unfortunately. So we'll keep our gifts going here as much as we can, and then as we get over the bridge, what we will do is we can use a guard booster, and we can also go invisible, and we can sneak up on a few enemies, which will be very, very nice. Over there behind those crates is where you find this weapon, which is absolutely mind-blowing to me that you can find it basically this easily in the game and this early. Yeah. She's all kinds of confused here. So we'll go for the gunners first because we like to feel powerful. So pick on the little guy. Whoa. Good. All right.
That went surprisingly well.
All right, we'll go for a couple backstabs here just to make sure that we have, you know, enough I-core to keep ourselves going. And now that we have, you know, 100 block across the board here. Oh, okay. I was gonna say we can just go ahead and block all of her attacks here, which is fine. See, Jack was not blocking. Okay, Jack is now dead. That's too bad. Okay, so now she's stunned because of camera angles, and that's kind of unfortunate for her, but completely fine for us. So now that Jack's dead, we can go for, you know, like 25% increase to our damage if we want, which is completely fine since we're now solo. And we can now do some pretty decent damage by ourselves. Okay, and we'll go poke her off the edge. And again, you can see that like the pokes are just crazy strong, which is fine. Again, I'm completely fine with that. And of course, I hit the wrong guy. I wanted to go for the other guy that was winding up his attack, and then hit both of them. But I got the guy in front first. Unfortunate. But you can see that obviously you guys know about this weapon since basically everybody in the world that noticed it from the beginning, that you can put a fortified chrome on it and you can be completely invincible to basically every attack that the game has to offer and throw your way. And that is one of the reasons why I typically don't use this weapon at all. Is just old world materials. I'm excited about that. It's just typically not one of the methods that I prefer to engage in the game here, but that's completely fine. And let's get Jack back here, and let's go for the gunners just to make sure. Oh, okay. Don't know where that guy went, but oh, he's down there somehow. Okay. Okay, we're getting slapped pretty hard here. Okay, we're now ganged up on because trying to save Jack, which is typically a mistake because Jack is Jack, right? He's always doing Jack things.
Are you fully conscious? And
he's always dying because he has no ability to make good decisions under pressure like that. And then I typically am the one trying to save him, and then I typically end up dying. So again, Jack triggered that entire group, which was unfortunate for us because we were invisible and everything. There's no way that the enemy should have seen us. Okay, come here. Yes, yes, yes. Can you come over here, please, and stop playing around with Jack? Jack's a cool dude and all, but he's got his issues. Alright, let's go ahead and activate here. Okay. And we'll head over here. Now, there's no real massive side quests that we need to do here. Really, there's really nothing for us. Oh, okay. He's gone. Okay. And she's very, very thick. Okay. Okay, very good. We can block that. And then we'll go for a couple of backstabs here. We'll let Jack figure out what he's doing. We'll go ahead and block here a little bit. As long as she doesn't push me off the edge, we'll be completely fine. I'm stuck. Okay, very good. Jack. Oh, I missed. Okay, this is pretty tedious here fighting, fighting. Oh, okay. Nice job, Jack. Finally. Okay, and let's go for Fatal Surge. But the reality is the bridge is always a pretty rough area if you're going for physical attack only, just because of the fact that you're kind of smashed in everywhere, and there's no real, you know, damage mitigations of any kind that you can go for. Okay. Nice.
Something useful?
Drove it right through the side of her. Okay, now we have to try and get rid of these guys if we can. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, there is a whole gang of them. You are very correct, Jack. But supposedly, you should be able to take care of one of these guys, but you can't. I know. It's hard being Jack. But we should be okay. See, and even though we do take a little bit of chip damage there and everything, it's completely fine. Just because of the fact that we have enough damage mitigation at 96 on the defense there to, mitigate most of that. So, I mean, it really doesn't matter what you do with this weapon, if you fortify it or not. It's completely fine. You don't even need to fortify it to actually still be useful or damaging or powerful or anything. And so keep that in mind when you're using the Zwei. I know everybody says just put a fortified chrome on it and move on, but that weight increase is crazy. So right now we would get an extra 63 damage, and we would get 4 extra defense for the slow mobility. So it's not worth it in that regard. And so, something like the intensified with a little bit less defense here is completely viable, and in my opinion a better move, just because of the fact that you're going for something like that. So we have a +9 here, so let's go teleport to home base and get a +10 fire Zwei, so we can take on the butterfly with it. So as you can see, I rarely use this weapon. I don't have all the variants, obviously, and they're even still at +9 because I haven't been focusing these things very much, if at all. Okay, and we have a couple here that are 9s and not 10s. The alleviation would be a good one to get up to a +10. Okay. And with the alleviation, the problem is with this one, you see the damage or the guard reduction there. Now the cool thing about that is you can get that back to 100% if you have focus guard, you have steady bulwark, and you use a guard booster, and you can get that right back to 100 block across the board if you need to, at a much reduced weight limit. And so you can almost be quick mobility on cert with a alleviated Ivory Grace as well, but you're just a few weight units over the limit, so unfortunate there. Now for the butterfly fight, if we can get two backstabs on the way up there, then we'll be we'll be very, very good to go. So we'll go for venom removal here, because it doesn't really help us to have Night Stalker during the butterfly fight. So we'll go with this fella first. Okay. Now I was gonna say he can, and sometimes he does kill Jack, so that is very, very disconcerting overall. Okay, and let's go help out Jack. Now the poke attack, because it comes right after a running attack, if you set up your attack string that way, it can make for a really, really good method of putting damage on the enemy. And after staggering them as well, so you can get some pretty good overall damage sets in way of the multipliers and everything. Okay, Jack. Let's see here. Oops. Okay, Jack, let's go. Oh, he's almost dead. He is dead.
Sorry.
Nice. You're fine, Jack. Okay. And you see there the running attack is exceptionally good. Oh, Jack.
Thanks.
Oh, no. Okay, that was a very, very good attack string there. Let's go ahead and do this so Jack doesn't die on us here. Now that we have a problem, but we can poke it and die. If I would have had the spacing a little better and not realized that it was right in my face, you can actually pop that with a poke attack.
If we die, we'll come back. So
If
there's
we
no harm in trying.
I will come back. Okay. Thank you, Jack. Thank you for explaining that we can do it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our 2 backstabs here. Now that guy, hopefully he behaves here. Okay, Jack can go kill that guy, I think. And you can see there with the crazy damage reduction. Oh man. Or the crazy damage multiplier of 245%. Even without any buffs or anything, just the damage is severe on these guys, which is awesome. You can have a weapon like this where you don't even really need anything to actually make it super useful. Like right out the box, when you pick it up, it really is super useful overall. So keep that in mind as well. Alright, unfortunate there that I used that. So let's go for a guard booster for some unknown reason and a drain activator to get that 20 ichor back so we can get Jack killed again at some point. Okay. Jack is a speedy boy. He breaks all the land speed records all the time. Okay, I can't see where we're at here. Jack, what are you doing, man? Jack, come on, man. Okay, well. Whatever. See ya, Jack. That was fun. It was fun having you along. Oh boy. That was a misplay there. Okay. Let's just run from this thing while we can. I wish Jack wasn't so Jack. Ouch. Okay, so you can see that we're not very powerful when Jack is being himself. The problem is that his passive is too good for physical users to pass up, and if we don't need this and we want something to make us feel a little more powerful with this fight, we can go for Tormenting Blast because the cooldown is exceptionally good and the Ichor cost is very, very affordable, and the damage output is very, 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 very nice. Jack, don't attack him. Oh boy. There we go. Man, I just can't get a backstab on that guy. That is completely fine though, since we're slamming down and getting lucky here. Very, 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 very lucky on a lot of those engagements there that those guys did not attack us at all. Alright, where are we at here? Thanks, Jack. Okay, let's not mess up the order here this time. There we go. And we'll go for these two for unknown reasons. Okay. Very nice. Got a bunch of Ichor back. We're really good to go there. Okay. Okay, now Jack should survive this. I hope. We survived. Never mind. Okay, now we have Ichor. Jack's poisoned, I'm poisoned. Let's go for a pure blood here. Yeah, hang in there, Jack. Remember, our defenses are significantly reduced because of offensive order there. Fortunately, that's over, but unfortunately as well. Jack, I gotta save you again. And yet again, which I can't. Okay, well there we go. We saved Jack for a couple turns there in a row. Yeah, his communal is too good, but then at the same time he's just too bad. So Jack is what he is here. But Cert makes for definitely an interesting choice here to run this. But the fire is very, very good for the butterfly, obviously, and the 320 extra that you get here is not worth the 30% increase that you get from the fire damage. So 1828 times 1.3 is 2376, and so you can see that you're considerably higher than the 2148. Just because of the fire effect here, because you got 20% from the weapon itself, and then you got 10% free from her having a weakness to fire. So that 30% does come out higher on this Zwei specifically. So here at 2211, this is even lower than the fire version for the butterfly specifically. So unfortunately you can't get a Scothic Chrome at this point in the run to get fire on your weapon, but you do have fire weapon from Prometheus, and since you can get that, or flame weapon, since you can get that from Prometheus and you can use that, I don't think you can actually I think you can get it and use it at that point in the game, and then you can actually have a flaming Zweihander here at this point. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this here with the Zweihander and some of the crazy power that this thing can wield, and we'll see you guys tomorrow, probably in the Howling Pit. We'll see you then.